What's up everyone, welcome back to more Callisto Protocol. This is my no damage maximum security difficulty video walkthrough. This is chapter 3 part 2 of Aftermath. If you enjoy the content, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's get to the video. This will be our 5th audio recording. We have 2 more left in the chapter.
Looks like it's busted.
Get inside. I can drive it from here.
You sure about that?
Gonna lower you down nice and easy.
Brakes don't look too good. Elias!
Trying. One of the motors shorted out when I transferred power.
Stop the cab! Stop it! Elias!
The system's not responding. You've got to do it manually.
Wait, what? How?
Just jam something into the brake. Hurry!
Come on, you son of a bitch!
Jacob, you still with me?
Yeah, barely.
I need to figure out why this system's acting up. Reset the power down there and get to the other elevator. You're nearly here.
Another elevator. Can't wait.
Okay, so right there you see me shoot a pod. These are new enemy types at this point in the game. These enemies are called bloodworms. So what they do is they have this sack right here, and then an alien pops up and grabs you and starts to bite you, and you take damage from it. There will be tons of these spread out throughout the entire game. You just have to pay attention to your surroundings. For this guy, just wait for him to spawn, because if you move forward, he'll spawn without you knowing, and you can take damage from behind. So just wait for him to spawn at one of these vents and get rid of him. You'll first see him behind this glass back there. So once he goes to the vent, wait for him and then defeat him. Those sacks have a really distinctive look. They're different from all the other pods, so you should be able to know which ones are the bloodworms and which ones aren't. The bloodworms are the, you'll see like a little opening at the top to where they can just peek out and grab you. That's how you distinguish the difference between those pods and the small ones. In the bloodworm pods, how you know that you have shot the right one is every time you shoot them, they'll release a sound cue, as you can hear just now. Every time you shoot one of them, you will hear that sound. So that lets you know that you have shot a bloodworm. Once we run over here, there will be a grunt enemy that spawns, so I'm trying to bait him to come out. The best thing to do here is to use the GRP and throw him into the spinning fan. Not right here. I had a brain lapse at this time. I was not thinking when I did this. But this is one way to do it. But the quickest way to me would be use the GRP and throw him inside the spinning fan.
Nice.
For this little fight here, I would say the best course of action is trying to loop all these enemies together and use the GRP to grab the flaming tank and get rid of all of them all at once. So you only have to deal with one big mouth enemy as opposed to two like I'm going to deal with here. There's this one, and then there's going to be one that spawns behind me. So we're gonna grab this gate fuse and we're going to open that gate right there. Just we had to go on the other side, so we had to go back to where we shot the blood wound at the beginning in order to climb through the vent and get the stunt gun schematic, so we can print the gun. The stunt gun is, I say, it's a decent weapon. It's a very decent weapon. If I were to say use two weapons, it would be the hand cannon and the stunt gun, because both upgraded, they can do crazy amounts of damage. So I get all the way over here, and then I didn't notice until I'm about to put the fuse in, and I left the fuse at the other end. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta run back to go grab this fuse. So that was a blunder on my part. The thing with the bloodworm enemies are that if you are even the slowest to react, you will be put in an animation where they automatically grab you. So no matter if you hear them coming out of the pod, as soon as they come out the pod, they will instantly grab you, and you can do nothing about it but button mash. So you really have to be on your P's and Q's when around the bloodworm.
I'm in the elevator. I see the shoe. Elias, you there? Elias, can you hear me?
Sorry for not responding. These things found a way.
Can we still get to the shoe?
Yeah.
We'll override. Don't worry. I can get you a gondola right now. We'll carry you across.
So let's go down here, go to the Reforge, sell some of the stuff we need to sell, and upgrade. We're gonna probably upgrade our baton. I'm not gonna make the stunt gun just yet. I'm just going to just focus on upgrading my hand cannon and upgrading my GRP or my baton.
Unit online.
Because these are like the main things that we should focus on at the beginning of the game. Because we're about to use the GRP right in this fight coming up. We're gonna have like a mini siege fight where we fight at least about 8 enemies inside the chute. But the easiest thing to do is to use your GRP and throw the enemies into the blades. Simple. But once we get on this lift, there's going to be big mouth enemies across from us trying to spitting at us to try to damage us. Easiest thing to do, use your GRP and knock them off the cliff. Don't waste your ammo. Just do as I do here. Nail that instantly. Don't have to waste ammunition at all during this whole section. That's one thing I'll give this game credit for. It doesn't try as hard as to fuck you over in sections. Some sections it do, but most of the sections like this are reasonable. They try to put you in the most favorable position to help you succeed. So, for example, with this one, you are surrounded by rotating blades pretty much the entire section. So all you have to really do is you use your grip and throw the enemies into the rotating blades. No matter how many enemies there are, you just gotta know the places they spawn. It's a very similar situation later in the game.
The door won't open until the power finishes cycling up. Get ready for a fight. You'll need to rotate the structure to reach the cell.
That last dude who was on my right, I did not expect him to be there when I was doing this. So I got very lucky there. But if you follow that format, you should be fine. We can go around and collect all the loot. And we can get up out of here. So make sure you have enough room for all this stuff. And grab those health injectors so you can sell them at the Reforge to get more credits. So once we get done collecting everything here, we're gonna go through the door we need to go through, and you're gonna get a checkpoint. And you're gonna run into a grunt enemy that's on the ground with one limb. Make sure to pause it, restart your save, because he will not be here once you do that. You just do it so you can save ammunition. You don't have to deal with him. Because when I was dealing with him, he took like 6 bullets and it just wasn't working. So just reload your save and despawn him.
The choice is yours. Executing. Cycle complete.
Okay, I did it. Took it to the control panel so you can open that cell.
On my way.
Please make a selection.
I found it. It works.
Good. I'll be right there.
Elias, are you sure this is the right one? Get me out of here!
What are you doing here?
What the hell is going on?
Did you know it was her? Is this who we're looking for?
Yeah, no, I just knew it was someone who could help us,
And
right?
why would I help you?
Well, look, I've been here forever. Right, I've got all the information on this place, and I can get us to the hangar. Right, and you can call down a shuttle, and he can fly it out. Look, we can do this. We just got to stick together, all right?
Thanks. I'll take my chances. A word of advice, though? Don't trust him. He's not what he seems.
Elias! I swear, Jacob, I had no idea who she was.
I thought you knew everything about this place.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
So what now?
Now you're trapped in there until the cell docks, which means I can get on the tram, but you can't.
Figures.
Look, it's okay. I need you to go to waste processing, alright? Contact me once you're there. Data transfer complete.
What the hell is that?
It's just a little something to help you out. Just trust in the plan, yeah? I'll see you soon.
And Danny Nakamura is another person of interest. So we have to unlock 2 more person of interest, I believe, after her. Now, as soon as you get out this vent, you're going to get a checkpoint. This is where I recommend restarting your save once again, because once you get out of here, the grunt enemy will spawn and you will not be able to react as quick enough as you want to. Well, this is the mission with you. Don't waste any unnecessary ammo that you don't need to waste. Just pick an enemy up and throw them. And as you can see, when they get stuck behind certain stuff, they die instantly.
Calling the tram now. You're gonna have to sneak out the way you came in. Look for a vent in the far corner.
Now we're coming up on a crazy section to pretty much end the chapter. First off, we're gonna have to shoot another bloodworm there, and then once we get past this section, we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of parasites. There's gonna be 4 that'll try to attack you. You have to bait one. You have to bait the first one into coming out. So you're gonna bait the first one to coming out. You're gonna aim literally at the corner of the screen to hit this one, because he's meant to grab. He's meant to animation grab you as soon as you run up. So here we go. First one, boom. The next 3 will spawn out of the vent there. Shoot all 3 of those enemies, and make sure to shoot every remaining pod that's near. And then you're gonna deal with a bloodworm next. But you would not believe how many times it took me to do this, to figure this out. It was ridiculous. And just so you know, if you don't shoot those pods, there will be a 5th parasite that spawn, and he will always grab you, and you have to redo that whole section back from that checkpoint. So make sure you hit every single pod in that section. I'm gonna get another surprise here, but we're gonna tell him to fuck off, because we're gonna automatically open this vent on the left and leave. And I don't bother with trying to fight him. So spam the X button as much as you can. And this is where we're going to unlock the trophy for defeating one of the security units. Deal with this guy first. Alright, so remember how I told you guys earlier on in the walkthrough how to get rid of the security units. These guys take 3 to 4 bullets to the head. So each time you shoot these enemies, you want to make sure you're behind cover and there's something between you and them, because all it takes is for them to shoot you once and it's an automatic death. So pay attention to what I do here. I'm going to get his attention by shooting him once. He's going to aggro towards me. I'm going to go back and forth in and out of cover to shoot him. My goal was to make sure I got this in a walkthrough so you guys to know how to defeat these enemies the easy way. And by any means, I was going to get this no matter what, just so I can put this in the video for you guys. And show you that these security units are not as big as of a threat as they are portrayed to be throughout these cutscenes. Don't get me wrong, they will light you the fuck up if they hit you, but most of the time they're not really that big of a threat.
I made it to the trap. Contact me when you get to the checkpoint.
And guys, we are pretty much done with Aftermath. Actually, really. We just have to get through 3 more enemies and that's going to pretty much be the end of the chapter. But these enemies are pretty easy to get past. All you're going to use is what you've been using the whole chapter, which is the GRP, and we're going to use the trap to work in our favor. So each time an enemy spawns and the trap activates, just use the GRP to hold them in place, drop them, and let the trap do the work for you. And that's it for this section.
Elias, I made it. I'm at the checkpoint.
Good. Now get to the window. Tell us what you see.
Oh, that's one hell of a view.
Yeah, you got the hell part right, bro. It's a big storm blowing in. You don't want to get caught in the middle of that.
Yeah, I see it. I got eyes on the hangar, too.
Yeah, that's our ticket out of here.
Yeah, I ran plenty of jobs out of that place. Feels like a lifetime ago.
We will get you back to that life. You just gotta stick to the plan. Which means you need to get your ass to the habitat dome.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to get there?
I know I said this would be easy, but trust, I got your back.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you should work down there, collecting research, you might say. I made some recordings. The software I uploaded to your core will trigger them when you get close. Just follow them, and you will get to the dome.
Then what?
I'll pick you up at the tram station. Easy peasy.
All right. I'll be in touch.
No, you won't. You're going underground, man. No signal till you reach the dome.
Oh, that figures. Is there anything else you haven't told me?
Just get a move on, yeah? There should be a hatch nearby. And, good luck, Jacob.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
that
me
will
too.
be the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment as well down below. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out.